Celebrating the 70th anniversary of the Chicago Convention is certainly a very proud moment for ICAO and the entire staff of our organization. It also provides us all an opportunity to reflect on just how far we've come as a unified global community, providing reliable and affordable air travel to citizens and businesses everywhere in the world. The last 70 years have certainly witnessed extraordinary growth in our sector, and ICAO too has grown significantly from 26 member states in 1947 to 191 today. But while this has been a momentous era for the organization in terms of its scope and influence, reflected clearly by the over 12,000 standards and recommended practices which are now managed under ICAO in the Convention's annexes, our own growth quite clearly pales in contrast to the tremendous expansion of the global air transport network, which our work and strategic planning so importantly supports. In 1945, for instance, the air transport industry carried 9 million passengers to the limited destinations available to it. As of last year, that number had grown with more than 3.3 billion passengers traveling across our very comprehensive global network on scheduled services alone. This figure represents almost half the world's population being carried by aircraft in 2013 on just over 32 million departures. These are astonishing statistics and something we can all be proud of contributing to through ICAO. But when we stop to consider that today's forecasts are pointing to these numbers doubling in just 15 years' time, it is also very clear that the world is now expecting a great deal more from us. Most importantly, it will be expecting us to help ensure that aviation continues to be the safest mode of transport. Air travel is safer today than at the onset of commercial flight when we factor in sectoral growth, and safety is undoubtedly the most fundamental consideration for all of our network's operators and customers. And let us not forget that our historic safety performance has been realized in parallel with operational efficiency improvements that are just as remarkable. ICAO understood long time ago that safety and efficiency must proceed hand in hand for our network to maximize its potential, and I have been heartened to see that our latest global planning acknowledges that point more strongly now than ever before. In the 60s and 70s, our sector worked through ICAO to neutralize hijackers and others who would bring harm to and through aviation. Security has not ceased to be a priority since that time, and if today's dynamic and evolving threat environment is anything to go by, it will continue to be a key priority for decades more to come. When the Convention was signed, of course, environmental protection was not a concern. We soon discovered otherwise, and today it represents one of our most complex challenges, especially as states' priorities in this area also involve separate industry sectors. But let us never lose sight of the fact that aircraft are 80% more fuel efficient and much less noisy today than in the early days of the jet era, which is, and of itself, a remarkable environmental record. The economic development of air transport has been another area of very complex global consideration and negotiation through the years, and ICAO's leadership in this area remains critical to realizing liberalization's full sustainability benefits for passengers, operators, and states alike. All of these developments add new and important chapters to the story of Chicago, as does the dedication of the millions of men and women who, through the years and mostly behind the scenes, have made it possible for billions to fly where they want, when they want, and in full confidence that they will reach their destination safely, reliably, and affordably. Our international network is one of mankind's greatest legacies of consensus and cooperation, and ICAO will always be the place where those values are championed for the benefit of all.